Hello and welcome back to Making It with Moraes. I decided to change the name of the show because I didn't like hello and welcome to Cooking with Chef Moraes. It didn't work for me, so we changed it. It's the same thing, the same show, but a different name.
What we really intended to do with this show was to try to demonstrate to people what's involved in getting a recipe and cooking it from scratch.
And of course, we need to have a guest. Dr. Berry was supposed to be my helper.
It was a terrific product line, but
you cover it with a towel
but
and let it ride for 1 hour.
I'm sorry. Yeah, are you finished?
He just goes over on a tangent here and a tangent there, and Dr. Berry will be joining us again. And instead of the recipe taking like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, 1 hour to prepare, it takes 5 hours. Hey,
Here,
you look good.
Yeah, zip me.
Okay.
Not too tight because I'll look like a cow, because God knows that Giardia with her little tiny
Can you please?
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
No, she doesn't.
Those little teeny tiny ways.
She eats a little bit.
Whatever.
Small portions.
Yeah, small portions.
A little bit of everything.
Here, speaking of small portions, does it look okay?
It looks good. Yellow is a good color for you.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even Mike. Who does sound?
It can be a little, sometimes, detrimental to the completion of the recipe.
What?
Don't worry.
I know, but you cooked you've done exactly what we're not supposed to do.
No, but that part I wanted to do.
Nevertheless, you've cheated already.
No.
Yes, you have.
No.
What are those called? Cracked eggs or something? Let me see here. So what he's done is he's cheated because he's already prepared one of the dishes, and you're not supposed to prepare the dishes before we're on the camera. We see all these cooking shows all the time that have these dishes that take 20 minutes to cook, and it's amazing how perfect those are. So everything's perfect.
What's the name of the show again? Exactly. Moraes.
Whatever.
Page 193.
Page 193, is that where the eggs are? Well, you know what? When you cook, it's everything but perfect. Oh, okay. Very good.
Just ask me.
Breakfast in Meereen, they're called tea eggs. So he's already made the tea eggs, so I'm just going to go through it and tell the people. 4 duck eggs, 3 black tea bags, ground cinnamon, clove, star anise, soy sauce. Oh, wait a minute. 4 sausages, persimmons, figs, and dates, and fruit.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
No, you
What's
wait.
going? Oh, okay. We were supposed to show people how horrible it is to actually cook a recipe. I see you're tolerating me.
But the intention for the show was to be making recipes, preparing recipes, and without any pre-planning. Half a teaspoon of ground clove, 1 star anise,
Or anise.
half a cup
Or an
of soy,
uncle.
4 sausage, your favorite kind.
They talk about dog sausage in here.
The neighbor's dog went missing, actually died. It was an old dog. If you are going to make sausage with dog meat, flesh, then you probably want, a younger, more tender meat. You don't want to use an old dog to make sausage.
That's just wrong.
And fruit. Persimmon.
And we're not talking fruits.
Figs.
We're talking just fruit.
Dr. Berry has to be involved in everything. So, are you ready to? Are we doing it now?
We've been doing it.
We are?
Yeah, we're on.
His title, if there was a title for him, if we could put him in a box, which I've tried several times, but he always escapes. So you cook the 4 hard-boiled eggs.
Put them back in a pot.
You crack the shell without removing the shell, without peeling them back. And put them back on the water, on the pot. Make sure that they're covered with water. Then you add the tea bags, three
black tea bags.
Exactly.
Not brown, black.
You add all the spices.
The spices.
And then you simmer the eggs in the mixture for 30 minutes, which I already did.
Just like Michael Jackson said, you gotta let it simmer.
Yeah. Then you either continue to simmer for another few hours, and that's why I did that.
That's why, okay. But nevertheless, we're trying to do actuality cooking. You know, this
or you soak them overnight.
I'm offended by this. It's already taken hours just to make these 4 silly eggs. Hours, all right, because they've been soaking and.
Half a cup of soy sauce.
Oh, did you use Kikkoman brand soy sauce?
1 teaspoon of.
I find it to be kind of salty.
1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
You know, I like.
Half a teaspoon of ground clove.
You were just all of a sudden whipping up the tea eggs. I was being transparent.
And 1.
Yeah, and I don't like this brand of spice either. These are McCormick spice, and I like to use the other ones because they have a better bottle. I don't have my glasses on. What is that called? What brand?
McCormick.
These are McCormick too? Mm-hmm. They're both McCormick?
Yes.
So McCormick has 2 different packagings.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. They're the same.
Then I would get this packaging because doesn't that look more attractive?
You can either chew the eggs for up to a week or serve them cold. Or you can serve them warm, whatever.
I think it's Breakfast in Meereen.
So I'm going to peel the eggs.
You know what might be good is to get a spoon to slide under them.
Well, why don't you peel one yourself?
Hours earlier, he had the tea eggs all cracked and half prepared.
No.
Yeah.
No cracked. So
I
we
mean,
peel the eggs.
I'm going to get a spoon. Oh, look how beautiful these
So
turned
tell
out.
a little bit about
But, look, no wait. We have to point out the flaws here. It's Meereen, or Meereen, because look at what happened. This one egg, can we get a close-up here? Look at this. Look at what happened, because if you crack them too much, the tea seeps into it. Here's how it's supposed to look. And you really, if you hold it under the water, it'll work out better. Is it M-E-E-E-E?
M-E-E.
Yeah, M-E-E, so it's Meereen. Breakfast in Meereen. When you put this, you'll have to hide that into the plate, so that's how it's supposed to look. The little spidery thing. Whatever.
See?
There, that one looks really good. These are tea-stained eggs, and we're supposed to eat them now?
No.
Oh, they're just for looks?
Yes.
This is going to be a complete cluster today. And you know, I just have to say,
Of course you have.
you know, people say, well, how come he has, why is Dr. Berry on a cooking show? Well, what, you don't think we have a life? You think all we do is just work and save lives and cure disease and allow people to go to heaven painlessly? We have a life. We eat. And one of the ways of relaxing for me is to get in the kitchen. And actually, the Making It with Moraes show is here to demonstrate to you that you can have fun while cooking and eating and consuming. And it's a relaxing experience for the most part.
Yes, I agree.
You know, sans a few little incidents that we have periodically.
I know when you mix. Yes, I'm not going to say anything about the.
So for those of you who've asked, why is a doctor on a cooking show? All I can say is, please don't be so ignorant. Like, seriously?
You can use whatever sausage you prefer.
Well, the way you hold it,
Because it's like
it's so vile looking. And
so this I have here Thai chicken sausage.
well,
Let's see how it looks.
that's going to give somebody gas. Seriously, And that's a professional,
How do you cook?
that's a professional opinion. I think we poke it. Have we turned the grill on?
How do you cook it?
Okay, we're
Can we
part
cook
of this. Oh heavens, no! The whole house will smell like that.
I'm going to turn the grill on.
Yeah, you need to turn on the grill.
Just entertain them, please.
And look, we found the quail just sitting in the sink. Now these things are so cute. We have a bunch of them out here. We have like a quail family, and they have the little teeny tiny quail that if you just took one of them and deep fried it and just munch right into it, if you were a savage that way, but we're not.
We will start while we wait for the grill to heat up and to finish the breakfast. We will make some blend of raisin, pine nut, and apple. Things get a little out of hand with him around.
Tell the people how long this is supposed to take.
Because he needs to be a part of everything and put his little finger everywhere. It's like 45 minutes.
Our ingredients, no. It says prep time 45 minutes.
I didn't have time to do all the recipes that I was planning to do that day.
Dough rising 1 hour.
So we did only breakfast.
Baking 15 minutes.
And then we started doing the blend of raisins, whatever.
You're tolerating me. I know, it's okay.
Oh no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I know I shouldn't.
Bunbury cake that is steeped in history and are thought to have been brought back to England.
I've had nothing to eat all day long.
Their beautiful appearance bellies. Their beautiful appearance bellies, right?
Belies.
Belies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bellies, belie. Bellies would be with 2 L's.
Oh, okay. Their beautiful
It's okay.
appearance belies their rugged durability. Don't forget we are telling people how to do it.
Okay.
So for the dough, 1 egg yolk, half a cup of dark ale, room temperature.
Oh, room temperature?
Yeah.
Oh my God, didn't we just forget to take the dark ale out of the refrigerator? They said they wanted black ale, didn't they? Everything's black today. Black tea, black ale. I'm not a beer drinker. Guinness, extra stout.
Active dry yeast, 7 tablespoons of unsalted butter, so get the butter.
Butter?
3.5 cups of flour.
How much butter did he say?
Nothing. And then milk.
This is the kind of milk, seriously. When you taste this, this is what you had as a child. This stuff is fabulous. Look at this. Look at this. You can't even pour it out because of the cream that's risen to the top of the milk, just like when you were a kid.
And 1/3 of a cup of cream.
So how much milk? I wanted to taste this beer. Here.
Mace. I don't like beer.
Just try it anyway.
I'm not a beer person.
Don't be resistant, just try it.
We're not beer drinkers.
And I'll open this. Okay, he's completely offended by it.
And a splash of rose water, and I have
We just happen to have that rose water.
for a long time. You have a date here.
But don't worry about it.
It says 21/11.
Oh, that's lovely. Here, just everyone stick your nose right in it. No one cares.
So 1 egg yolk. Look.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
There are
A blind
2 yolks.
person. Oh my God! It's a sign. It's a sign. It's kind of like
2 yolks in one.
Whoa! Oh!
It's your fault. Dr. Berry is under the impression that blend of raisins is part of Breakfast in Meereen, but it is not.
Okay, whisk together the egg yolk, ale, yeast,
I was planning on making breakfast,
and place in a warm spot.
lunch, and dinner.
That bowl's going to be cold for your yeast won't rise. I think you're going to have to warm up that ale because if you don't, the yeast isn't going to rise. It's not going to get activated because that's cold. And
Should
this
I put
bowl
it
is
in the
cold.
microwave?
No. What is it?
95.
That'd be perfect temperature because that should then compensate for the milk, which is also cold. Now, it says whisk together the egg yolk, the ale, and the yeast. Fast rising instant or active dry. Well, what's the difference?
One is faster, the other not.
2 teaspoons of yeast.
1 teaspoon.
1. And whisk together. You put the yeast away.
I'm using the fast raising instant yeast. twist together.
Oh, and you're supposed to place it in a warm spot.
I put
For
it
30
in
minutes.
I put it in the oven.
I'm just saying. Not a problem. I get a mitt and take that out.
So leave it there for 30 minutes. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Now, rub the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles breadcrumb.
How much milk do I warm in the saucepan?
1/3 of a cup.
My glasses. You know, this is just pitiful that you have to go through this in life. I like this pan better.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. What was that? Mace? What was that?
Ground cloves.
How much?
1 teaspoon.
Are you sure that's a teaspoon? That looks
Yes,
like
I'm
an awful
sure.
lot.
No, don't worry. Just do your job.
A third of a cup of milk?
Yes.
Whoops.
1/3 of a cup of cream.
A third of a cup of cream. Once again, we use the Strauss's cream. And you see, you can barely get it pour. Well, you can't pour it. Where's my little knife that I was using to break the cream top? Look at that. Oh my God. Isn't that just heaven? Now, normally, see, at home, you just lick these.
He is a licker.
They won't show you that on the cameras of the
Yeah.
cooking shows.
Please don't
But this
leak.
is what people do.
Don't leak.
Well, it'll bake and all the germs will go away in the heating process.
I wouldn't put the bottle back in the refrigerator after you leak it. And he kept saying, oh, you're going to go in the oven. It's going to, the heat is going to kill all the germs. But no, he was leaking the bottle that was going to go in the refrigerator. So if anything, all the germs would be preserved in the refrigerator. And then when you take the bottle outside, they would just multiply.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a chef.
Star Wars?
No,
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, of course. That's what I'm here for, is to grant you every favor possible.
Okay, go put the sausage on the grill.
Put the sausage on the grill. Of course I can. You would give me that vile job.
Did you put the right amount of milk and cream? Because it's not really,
Yes,
it's not working.
I did.
Well, something seems to be not working.
Just knead it some more.
As if kneading the dough more, for a longer period of time, would make the dough more soft.
It
It
doesn't.
says you need it for 30 seconds. It's too dry.
I would have thought it would have been too wet. What about the sausage?
Oh yeah, go look at the sausage.
God,
I think I'm going to put some more milk.
I think I'm just going to kill myself.
It's too crumbly. See?
Yeah, I do see. None of this is covered in the books. Your little apron falls off, and
So
they
I'm
don't
going
talk about
to-
this. And
Add some more milk. But the milk is not warm. I need some milk.
I think it does need more milk, actually. If anything, it should have had too much milk.
I'm going to add another 1/3 of a cup of milk. And it has to be warm because otherwise it has to react with the yeast and so that the dough will raise.
I'm looking for those tongs.
Which one?
The metal, oh, here they are in the dishwasher. They look clean enough. Oh, I have to negotiate my way down here.
I didn't know it was going to take this long, but that's how it is.
Oh, goodness, look at that.
It's the helper's job, and Dr. Berry is the helper, to make sure that all the ingredients were put into the dough.
This is not uncommon. He's actually an amazingly good cook, but to do a recipe first time on film is, I don't think, a good idea.
Because we don't want it to be too wet.
Yeah, chemistry class, and you had to run those experiments in chemistry class, and like a lot of times the first time through they didn't work, so you had to like stay after school.
Nobody wants a mess, right? So I'd rather make it in a bowl.
It's okay.
Because I didn't have the right consistency in the first place.
A mosquito, probably riddled with West Nile.
I don't know which kind of consistency it was supposed to be.
So just watch yourself. Don't let the mosquito. in.
That looked a little better.
That does not look any better. I don't know who you're trying to kid there.
Half.
Did you add more milk?
It's okay. It's understandable.
Does the dough feel warm?
You get a feeling like something's amiss.
Well, and you know, this is a medieval dough, so you know they didn't.
It's like, somehow this isn't looking like the book picture, and you're beginning to get a feeling like,
Yeah.
This is going to be a pretty dense.
I was trying to fix it with milk.
desperately. He was desperate to
I
fix
was
it.
desperate.
To hell with this recipe.
I'm the type that, you know, when in doubt, throw it out.
Would you like some of this?
Don't belabor it. Just get rid of it and move on to the next.
I'm not a giver up.
You're like a pit bull. Ever see a pit bull get a hold of something?
How's the sausage? How's the
Fine.
sausage? Let it grow.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow.
Or let it ride for 1 hour, so we'll be back.
It said prep time was supposed to be 45 minutes. Well, we've only been 35 minutes. They're okay so far with the prep time, huh? I mean, amazingly.
Just as planned. Okay, now the sausage is ready, beautifully barbecued. So we just go and set it on the plate the way we want, whatever. Oh.
They have a saying in Brazil, a esperança é a última que morre. The hope is the last to die.